Welcome back to another exciting episode of This Old House. Did I fool you? Oh, me and my boomer jokes. Whatever. We're back to playing Witcher 3. I'm sure there'll be... I need to change the goddamn stream title too. What is wrong with me? Oh, just a minute, Chan. I'll get everything sorted out. There we go. Now everything looks pretty. Okay, I think everything looks correct now. So, how are you? Good, I would hope. Alright, let's get these announcements out of the way so we can get a few more people in the chat. You three viewers are there right now. You just sit tight. It's gonna be a party soon, alright? And done. And now we await. Probably a lot of people didn't think I was gonna stream tonight. I thought I'd wait till tomorrow. What's up, guys? Whoop whoop party time. And a nice old-fashioned hi from GMC. Such a sweet boy. He's a good kid. And then we got the urban neo-space coming with Sup Home Slice, bringing in the 90s funk. Then yeah, coffee pairing. A Witcher, huh? Nice. Yeah, I'm back to playing this a little bit. It's been a couple weeks since I last played Witcher, so I figure since I'm going to be starting playing Days Gone for like the next several days after this, I wanted to get in a Witcher stream. You just finished playing the DMC reboot. What possessed you to play that? Were you just like, I finished playing DMC 5. Time to play the game everyone hates. Yeah, I need to become one of those streamers that starts streaming at midnight when a game releases, but I don't think I have it in me. If Russia was smart, they would make an anime about the beauty of communism. Well, Russia isn't communist anymore, so I'm not sure why they would. That would have worked maybe in the 80s. Maybe that would have kept them from going under, I don't know. But today it would more than likely be an anime about the glory of Putin. Kostanaya, how's it going? Just got home from getting your first tattoo. Congrats on popping that tattoo cherry. What was it? There actually is a manga where Putin goes to another world in a fantasy setting and fights goblins and shit. It's actually pretty good. I was like, wow, this is actually, not just generic as hell. It's pretty entertaining. Just one second. And some messages. You always get messages right when you start something. Alright, now I can give you guys my full attention. Actually, let's go ahead and click on the game. Get some of this wonderful Witcher music in here. Days Gone isn't out yet for me, so no Days Gone just yet. That'll be tomorrow. Don't you worry, I'll be playing that. Okay, now everything is correct. And solid. I want to bring back the term solid. I don't feel it's used enough. Right on King, Granny Slayer, that is the exact name of it. I could not think of the name of it. I was thinking it was like Putin rides again or something, but no, Right on King. I don't really, but it's literally just Putin going to a fantasy setting and riding, fantasy bear monsters and just doing kung fu. I should say it's probably a Putin stand-in. I don't think the character's name is actually Putin, but come on, it's clearly Putin. Work sucked today for you. Well, I hope I can brighten it up for you, man. Just sit back with something really cold to drink that you enjoy. Veg out for about an hour or so, and I will do my best. I will do my damnedest to brighten your day. The reviews for Days Gone have it being like one of those type of games that's good but flawed. So it's like the first Sony AAA game in a while that hasn't been like, oh, 10 out of 10, best game ever, kind of things. Thoughts on the main title song? I don't think I've ever actually listened to it. It's just the standard Witcher fare. Did I finish the story of the Werepire? I did indeed. Last time I streamed, I finished that game. I'm actually debating on what I'm going to be streaming now that that's over with. Just to give you guys an idea, I currently have 2 different versions of Metal Gear Solid on my computer. I got the PS1 and the Twin Snakes version. I can play the PS1 version pretty well. I'm still trying to get Dolphin to emulate the Twin Snakes game because I haven't decided which one I'm going to play. I'm having a stuttering issue in Twin Snakes whenever I try to play it through Dolphin. Let me go back to sucking at this game. I think the last time we played this game, we got into the huge city and we found Trish and we helped her kill some rats. Zero Lenny beat the whole game with no damage. Is he the guy that beat all the Dark Souls games doing the same thing? Alright, I gotta snort because it's gonna sound gross, so I'm gonna mute myself for a second. That's a feature I have now. Isn't that great? You guys don't have to hear all the disgusting sounds my mouth holes make now. The only boss in Sekiro that I didn't beat was the Demon of Hatred. I beat everything else. All the ghosts, all the mid-bosses, and everything else. Demon of Hatred, I never really put much effort into beating because I was kind of done at that point. I'm doing cocaine, yes. A fair amount, too. Let me mute the stream again so I can do another... Oh, shit. I forgot to mute. I keep calling her Trish. You'll also have to deal with that. Wait, which one was Trish? Is in Devil May Cry, right? Or is that Triss? Or why can I not actually use a female name that has a tra sound in there? So, yeah, what were we actually doing? I think we're doing stuff trying to find people. I've completely forgotten the thread of this game, which is normal for me. So, quests. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. It's even better, you know, I'm thinking of trying out this new drug. It's called Flocka. It literally leaves you, crazy in the street, possibly eating people. Possibly eating yourself. I don't know, man. I think it's got some, it sounds like it's got some bite to it. So, in series, find out if Sirius and No, that's the main mission. Find the dreamer in the old house. Destination Skellig. Find a boat. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Find a dreamer in the old house. You're leaving soon because you suck at finishing games. I'm between finishing this or I'm not. Well, you're probably ahead of me in this game though. You would pay to see me on Flocka? You would pay to see me do terrible, irreparable damage to myself? What a nice, swell thing you could have said. But yeah, Novigrad Dreaming. Where's that? Where are we going? Where are we dropping, boys? Okay, it's just right across the street from us. You know, I need to look at... it's been like 3 weeks since I last played this game. I probably got a lot of stuff I need to do in the background, like selling my shit. So I've got like a ton of swords that I'm currently not using. That's my current armor. Even though I look like a clown, I'm gonna keep Geralt in this. Is there like any clothes in this game that doesn't have Geralt looking idiotic? So far, the only thing that didn't look terrible was the starting outfit. Okay. Oh, okay. The Witcher gear, yeah, but that also is underleveled and doesn't work very well now. I guess we need to find other Witcher gear then.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid
The
foundations of the
Dionkeys?
city I now own.
Dionkia, those guys?
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Corrine, yeah, I got it on third try.
Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
The house's history, what do you care about it?
Why do you need to know the house's
Is it just me, is there a lot more talking in this, the third Witcher game than there was in Witcher 2? And I mean by a fair bit.
Soon after I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... Well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
That doesn't seem like the work of a ghost. That seems like a squatter.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how...
You know, I gotta say, from what I've played this game, I think I actually liked Witcher 2 better.
Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I think this is another game that kind of suffers from becoming too open world. I thought Witcher 2 was like the perfect balance of just like a big game, but not just a massive open world game.
Swords, though. You're a witcher.
So I can't...
You may enter. Call that
It's a feeling I've had about other games in the that have done that in the past, that when you take a game that wasn't open world and turn it into an open world game, I often feel that it doesn't really work that well. Even when it's done well. Does that statement I just made explode your brain and because it doesn't make any sense? Because it seemed like it made sense to me. Yeah, I know this game, everyone else loves this game. I'm not hating on the game, I am enjoying my time with it, but I still think Witcher 2 is better. Maybe the story makes up for it, because the story of Witcher 2 was kind of... Let's just be honest, it was kind of meh. At times, it was just like the worst parts of any... It was like nothing but politics the entire game. And that can kill the experience for most of us. Though it did have a nice line about lesbomancy in there at one point. You know, see, I'm just like picking up shit and I don't know if I'll ever gonna use it. It's like, yeah, give me that raspberry wine. I'll still ingot, cool. Like, do I want the fish or the smoking pipe? It's that Skyrim syndrome where you just have items that are there to be items.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
I think we're in the, you know... What's the name of the book I'm thinking of? There's a casket in this bourgeois shop.
Blood! Don't spill it! Please!
I'm sure there's something really spooky and scary going on, but I'm just too busy, looting.
Stop. Go away. Don't. Leave it.
I actually don't mind when a series has always been open world and it's just improving on itself, but when a game isn't open world from the very beginning, and it's really successful because it wasn't an open. Take out of the Arkham series. The first game was like an open-ish game. You had some very large areas, but it wasn't open world. And then you get to Arkham City because it was such an successful game. They're like, oh, we're gonna go 10 times bigger now, and I felt it lost something. Wait, isn't that the little kid from the swamp? Or one like him? I think it was. You hit your head in the shower. And you are now having memory problems.
Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
Wait, are we in an Insidious plot? Is this... yeah, this is Insidious. This is like the ultimate prequel.
Alright. Time to check the attic.
Yeah, that's truly medieval clothing.
Blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Why does she have nothing but cow's milk all over her room?
Leave it. Put it down, please. There's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
You know, I wish there was at least a description of that. Yeah, this cow's milk, you can never do anything with it.
Go away.
On some of these items.
Leave it.
See you later, koalas? Infi koalas? However that's pronounced. And thank you, Mr. Dr. Professor, for your subscription. Your favorite ASMR stream? Oh, I'm not doing the ASMR joke anymore. Actually, I could do it better now, probably, if I just wanted to, flip a few switches or something and then turn it all on. I could, like...
Hello. I'm gonna get real quiet right now and gender flip myself. No.
Let's stop. Let us not continue the madness. We don't want any gender flip, tags on this stream.
Room's blocked.
And that's what you tune in for. What, me sounding like a woman and ASMRing you? And I'm surprised I ever got you to tune into this stream ever once before in history until now then. Apparently I just, found a lot of people's kinks. I should just
Stream like this now, okay. I see what you guys want. This is what you've been coming. You wanted girl Dartigan. Yes. Truly, this is the voice of streaming future. Here, let me make it a bit better. Now let's tune it up so I'm actually sound like I'm trying to sing while doing it. Ah.
Let's increase the pitch. Let's make the sound like nothing but shit, okay? Just hold on. When people show up in the stream, they just like shake their head and wonder, and like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Maybe that's too much. There we go. That's probably the perfect mix now.
You guys are in for an incredible experience. The sounds of wonder and magic. I don't even know what this sounds like myself. You guys are just gonna have to, like, learn to love it. This is how the future is going to go now. Thank you for the 100 bits, Kostinoya. You will pay me to stop. That ain't enough. Paper on which a crib has been hastily drawn by a child, it seems. Here, but we've now gone to the next level. Alright, that's what your 100 bits bought. We've added a robot effect. I got another button here I can press, and it's gonna make it even worse. You guys aren't ready for what the next level is yet. I think this entire mission I've had nothing but loot crates. But this is what you call exciting gameplay. This is what I turned into Dartigan streams for, just to see him casually walk around someone's living room and rob cupboards. For like a solid hour. Don't ask for you don't need context. This is me. This is how I've always been. I've actually been correcting to get to the sound you guys have heard. This is OG Dartigan. Here, let me make it even louder. And now this is our audio stream. How could it get any better?
Alright, enough of my bullshit. Take the rag doll.
Floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
Okay, back to normal, everyone. Crisis averted. Put the doll in the crib. I went back to my normal voice, but unsubscribed. I should actually make it a custom of a shit stream every once in a while, where I like have really bad audio attempts at audio and quality of video as well. Make it look like it came from 2009 internet. Go back to having a cold. They leave them. Oh.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Half your viewers wouldn't know from 2009 internet. 2009 internet actually isn't as different as you probably think. It just seems like it would be. You probably have to go to 2004 internet actually to get the full effect. First time seeing The Witcher 3 Love My Sins set? Well, thank you, my dude. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of my garbage. I guess we have to go downstairs now. Wait a minute. I know. Telekinetic blast. Chef Kiss 2004. Oh, you don't miss the 2004 internet? That was a time before. Do you realize that that's actually before YouTube? We were all using like Real Player to watch our videos at a very, very beautiful resolution and frame rate, and waiting like an entire half a day to download the video itself. I remember watching the ending to Metroid Prime back then, like trying to, a very tiny little postage-sized stamp screen.
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore?
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
I know what you are.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
Because you're Cockney, eh? All the other godlings are Cockney.
Godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake
For
up.
some reason.
Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big end chases me.
Why do they have anime eyes?
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret.
Your sister would kick you off the internet to talk to her school friends and interrupt your 16-hour AMV download. Oh man, beautiful time, wasn't it? It was so exciting and new.
Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it.
It's like I can download a MP3 per day. That's awesome.
So I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to. I don't. I won't.
Aren't we getting into the plot of Beetlejuice? You know, the people moving in and someone trying to scare them out. Let's make a deal.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a god.
Am I playing through the entirety of Witcher 3?
That's your business.
Eventually.
So let's make
Very
a deal.
slowly.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? 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 Do that.
How many
and
sins
I'll
can be
promise
found?
not
I
to
don't
bother
know
you
until I
again.
watch through all the
Not even a
footage.
little. You're awfully
It seems like it's a pretty competently told story, though.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
You remember using Napster to download music? Oh man, we're all going into like nostalgia internet mode. I remember spending so much time on Newgrounds, just playing Flash videos and games. Oh man, that was like before YouTube. Newgrounds was the absolute shit. That was the big time waster for me. Have I played the first and I've played the second Witcher game. I've never played the first one. You know, internet today makes everyone lazy. Not for the reasons you think, just it's too easy to get everything. We had to... Internet was like this cool... We all felt like we were just like pirates exploring new seas. And now it's like, oh, everything's tame. No, maybe the Wild West is a better way of describing it. It was the Wild West of the internet. Everything was just like... There was no standards for anything. Every piece of software barely worked half the time if you were lucky. It worked 50% of the time, 40% of the time. Is the best way of describing it. Like, all the websites were just garbage, and there was almost no way to find them outside of word of mouth sometimes. So, but man, was it fun. Oh, there's so much weird shit. There's actually a game that came out just recently that kind of mimics the early internet days called Hypnospace Outlaw. I might have to play that.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture.
This poor
wished to
woman,
devour me.
she's got no chest
I know it
support.
must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real.
Well, I'll be streaming Days Gone tomorrow, yeah.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you. Very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
You miss LimeWire? I think I got my first virus, computer virus from a LimeWire download. Like, well, that computer's fucked. Good job. Oh, the viruses were a great time then too. All the software that was actually basically virus software was terrible at finding all of them. So you would basically always be infected with something unless you were very careful.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
House is still haunted, can't seem to lift the curse.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Back to leaning there in the rain, huh?
Already dependent on the
Cool.
funds, economically.
The 90s were a great time to be a kid, I think. In fact, I think that being a kid in the 90s was probably the greatest time ever that has ever been to have been a kid. Because you had all this cool shit appearing, and you just like, wow! Shady individual, huh?
Greetings! Greetings! Greetings!
You know, when the NPC is called Shady Individual, I kind of feel like I should follow him. What games am I planning on doing after this? Well, I'm going to be doing Days Gone, starting tomorrow. I'm also thinking of streaming Metal Gear Solid and Deus Ex soon.
Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty.
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to stream Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 1 or the, Twin Snakes version. Why aren't you running, Witcher? I know there's an ability to run in this game, but he's not doing it for some reason.
Beg your pardon?
Demon!
Your presence is in the front of the eternal fire.
I'm over encumbered, that's why I'm not running. Cool. Alright, maybe there's a shop here I can sell some stuff to. There is. I've got some swords I can get rid of. Can I search for streams and sins in Gears of War 2 and 3? I could, but I don't see myself doing that right this point in time. I mean, Gears of War 4... Has Gears of War 4 actually had any information since that one trailer? Or 5, I mean? It's like, we got one trailer for that game and then nothing. I think I will sell this one. Do I believe in God? I'm more of an agnostic type. I don't really go into religion and all that. I'm of the belief that if I live a good life and as a good person, that if there's any type of afterlife after that, then if I'm not welcome in, then it probably wasn't worth my time to worship it in the first place. That's what I currently have on, right? So I don't really get into religion too much. Just not for me. No disrespect to anyone who actually is. Hey, that's what you need in your life, that's what you do. Gavinnell, silver, so wow, that is expensive as hell. But damn is it good.
Like you to craft something for me. Think you can?
Yeah, can you do any of this shit for me? Okay, you can. Dark iron ingots. So you can return those into that. I got all this dark shit I can use. Maybe I should just go ahead and do that. Though I don't know what I would use it for. Sure, make me some hardened timber. When my Imperium of Mankind at? That we never left. I have no idea if I should be doing this right now, but sure. Why not? Steel ingot, huh? All parts present. Make me a steel ingot. Yeah, I have not spent much time learning the systems of this game, for those of you who are wondering. Yeah, I need a couple more silver ingots and then some leather stuff for that one, and I can also make a Gavinnell with more silver shit. Basically, just need to keep collecting everything I find. Why is no one helping Darty? Meh. Most people don't even know the systems of this game either. This is it's a kind of mind-numbing amount of stuff you have to learn.
So long.
It was even worse in the other games, though. For anyone who played Witcher 1, oh, that game got complicated. I'm pretty sure they're still teaching college courses on how to play that game. And now I'm broke. I kind of am, but what are you gonna do? All right, I'm a Witcher. I'll make the money back. I'm also being too nice and like giving up rewards often. I need to stop doing that. It's like, oh no, I'll be a cool guy, and like, no, you don't have to pay me. I need to start being cutthroat.
May I? Depends what with. Looking for someone who'll sail to Skellige and take me with them.
You guys are just here for the lulz and, you know, to see boobs. Don't lie. None of you here are about the, you know, hear about the menu system.
Hush, hush. Got any coin?
Yeah, pay him 1,000 gold. I'm a bit short.
Gotta get more coin.
You sure do. For I won't even whip me horse in a bath without payment in advance. This is all right. Racial hygiene's
Wait, is that the end of that quest? We can't do it right now? Oh, that's so you can get to the on the boat to Skellig or something? What?
challenger.
I don't really want to go to Skellig right now. I need to do that. Nope, yeah, I don't want to. That's just okay. I accidentally somehow got onto that mission. Novigad Dreaming. Meet Corine at the Golden Sturgeon. There we go. You want to see my boobs? I'm sad to inform you, I'm pretty flat. Not sure how that happened. I probably didn't overeat enough, but there's not much there.
Mug like a puss.
Yes, master.
Nice dude.
Rum and supper I never refuse.
Seas are tossing, tossing, and the wind keeps blowing and blowing.
Yeah, exactly as Scott Lander says, Witcher 1 was almost like a simulation game in the amount of stuff you had to actually go through.
Many a heart, eh, Dandy?
Fortune favour you.
I need that silver dust. I need silver ingots. Oh my god, there's just been too much time looting for shit. I'm here on the account. I have never visited my stream before. Since I have some time on my hands, figured I'd check your stream out. Though the gameplay is impressive because I am a woman, I am here to support my cause as a follower. I have a cause? I think maybe you have the wrong impression of me. I'm just an asshole on the internet, here to make dumb jokes. Maybe I should have a cause, though. But I appreciate you stopping by my stream, too. Hopefully I didn't just incredibly disappoint you. It's like, well, time to leave him. Let's go watch a ninja.
Supper I never refuse.
I have a female. There's plenty of females in chat. I've never understood it myself, but there's actually a fair amount of women who watch my streams. Not that I want to like say it's because yeah, you know why they're watching. It's because I don't know why. It honestly surprises me at times. Like half of my mod team is actually female. The cause is to send games. I guess you could say that's my cause. But again, that's just me making dumb jokes. I'm not really trying to enlighten anyone. I'm all about just, you know, I want to make someone laugh. You also possess boobs. Where did you get them? I want those Gwent cards she's got. Bought on eBay. I am a bard of the modern times.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before.
Valkyrian the Valerian. Thank you for the subscription, my dude.
You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions.
I leave you laughing at what Game Care Network doesn't pick up on.
Answer from your heart.
Lady, you are pushing all the right buttons. Let's do this. Dreaming, what's it about?
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters.
What's with what scars?
Apart from which, they remain unaware of others.
Geralt scars? He's a monster hunter. He's been beaten up a lot of times.
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
No, you don't gotta aggressively avoid sex scenes on Twitch. You have to avoid sex games on Twitch. Games that are about nothing but nudity. Like, you can play Conan Exiles right now and run around with your dong out the entire time and not get in trouble. But if you play like something like Honey Pop, well, then you're banned for 30 days. Game Care Network copies my sins word for word sometimes. I wasn't aware of that. I always avoid watching the other channels, so pretty sure that would have been more open news if someone were actually just copying my stuff word for word. There's a lot of fan crossover who watch both my stuff and theirs, so I feel they'd be getting called out for that pretty quick if they did. I remind you of your friend, but he was an asshole, so you're confused. Oh, no, you're not confused at all. I am also an asshole, but I'm an asshole who also has a heart. Win the Galgun sin video. Could I actually sin that work of art? I mean, how can you sin perfection?
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory.
To be honest, I really don't give a shit if someone copies my jokes.
Do as I ask.
By all means, if I say something funny, you have my permission to use it as many times as you like. You don't even have to give me credit, just claim it's yours, and that way, if I'm helping someone make someone else laugh, even if I'm not there, I'm cool with it. I'm always going to be writing new material and trying to, broaden my horizons, is the smart way of putting it. So, yeah. Feel free to just take all of my hard work and claim it as yours. I will make all of you comedians before I die. You will all be known as funny. I have an enlightened view on how content works. Saved your life once. She was there when I died. I trained her. I remember when we first met.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own.
I finished Bloodlines, Amagi.
They failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then.
The radioactive semen joke is the thing that made you laugh more than anything else?
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Aren't there like a lot of other Game Sin channels now? I only ever hear you guys talk about Game Care Network. What about the Game Sin, the guys that actually just call themselves Game Sins? Are they that bad that no one even talks about them? Or any of the other multitude of Game Sin channels now?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Trained her at Kaer Morhen. They stopped uploading? Oh, the British guys did? After the British guy left, I didn't know they were actually the British guys doing it. I just know they call themselves Game Sins. See, I wanted to avoid that, because I didn't know if that would actually, my channel didn't start off doing that, and I didn't know if it would actually end doing that. So I was like, I'm just going to go with the name Dartigan.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do.
Others seem sort of half-assed. All right, then. I like that comparison.
To Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work.
They did quantity over quality. I did notice that they seem like what I did notice from them is that they uploaded like once per week. And I was like, how the fuck are they doing that?
Lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant.
I guess it's because there's a they in there, not just a dude like me. Because I do these as fast as I can, and I can still really only do one every 1.5 weeks.
Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
At best.
Do you wish to tell me anything more?
I gotta say, if I was having my dreams read, I would have a real hard time in Geralt's situation, just because, I'm sorry ladies, but that would be really distracting with that open front. I mean, you can wear what you like, but just be aware that it's going to be real hard for me to think.
Yes,
It's like, solve for X, and there's just boobs in my face. It's like, what?
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment.
Apparently, Game Care Network uploads very seldomly. The other guys stopped uploading, so I'm the only one that's really doing it consistently.
Dreamt of her multiple times.
Yay for me and my work ethic.
I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Of course.
I have more to say.
Geralt just opening up hardcore. She was there when I died.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended.
I am the Gamesin channel. Everyone else is nothing but a clue now. I'll let those words speak for your praise, man. I don't want to have that big of a chip on my shoulder. Like, I am Gamesins. Mr. Gamesins.
Right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well.
I'm the one who sinned. No, we gotta stop.
Sailed to a place where apple trees bloom.
Sly Dante, welcome back, dude.
She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Oh, is everyone outraged about Avengers Endgame already? That's hardly surprising. I haven't seen it because I don't really care, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of very fair, non-reactionary comments soon on the internet. Everyone will be able to find common ground. Ciri is a child of the Elder Blood. They call her Lady of Space and Time. Oh, let's go with a more direct answer.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Hey, where can I get one of those little glowy spheres there on Etsy?
When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to talk about a movie you just watched. That's why I was making very vague jokes.
Yeah, there's something else.
They call her Lady of Space and Time.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me.
I'm excited for Jedi Fallen Order. I think it'll make for good content. I'm not sure if it'll be a great game, but it looks promising.
Do you wish to say more?
Lady, you sound like a Starship Troopers commercial. Do you wish to know more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
You know, this game wanted to give a Witcher authentic experience because Geralt has cat pupils. He had really high vertical FOV and a really narrow horizontal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself
He sees the world in 4x3.
You must take my hand.
Am I excited for Cuphead on Switch? I would probably play it on something else.
Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me...
So that is a good match for that console.
Who do you mean?
Dandelion, Yennefer, and Triss.
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
I'm not paying for this, am I? What's going on? We're just... hell if I know. Bird, kill it, Dandelion. It's covered in blood. Do it before it kills again. Is he actually afraid of it? Oh, what? Well, sure, that was definitely what I predicted would happen.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the Rosemary and Thyme in their will.
The Rosemary and Thyme? That's an inn?
The Rosemary and Thyme?
You guys really trying to get Sly Dante to spoil stuff in chat? You can't be doing that. Give the guy a break.
The Rosemary is just past it.
He's a professional, alright?
Dandelion inherited...
You're not gonna crack his iron skin.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
You guys are like applying peer pressure in a Twitch chat. I don't think it works quite as well there. You got that's how you get your friends to start smoking. Not like, hey, no, tell me how this movie works. I'm just gonna steal all this lady's flowers now.
Yes?
Why are you standing on a chair? Are you trying to reach something up high? Oh, I see. She didn't like being short. Now they're just right in my face. That's not even fair. Like, I feel so much taller now. Oh, let me do the girl voice properly, actually. Almost forgot.
I feel so much taller now. I can see everything.
Sly Dante, I want you to spoil a movie that's like 10 years old. That way that way it's perfectly fine. That way they can get it out of their system. Just nothing but mugs and booze. You know, I should probably do some alchemy. I probably got enough. All parts present. Make the blue mutagen. Make the green mutagen. Accelerates the regeneration of adrenal points, huh? Fiend deduction increases the amount of weight the Witcher can carry without being overburdened. Are we playing Cooking Mama? We might as well be. I actually never did see if I have some better stuff to equip. Let's check out my armor. Oh, sexy Geralt. Yes. This has less defense, but what is it? 25 resistance to bludgeoning, slashing damage. But cool stuff on it. Cool stuff is always better than anything else. Hey gamers, do you like cool shit? I don't think either of these two are worth going for. Are you guys asking about Geralt's age? He's like real old, but because he's a mutant, you don't notice. Want some food on there somewhere, so let's yeah, sure, the fruit is fine. 100 bits from Don't Open Trash Inside. That's a name that really speaks to me for playing this game, since I'm spending all my time looting drawers. So let's get out of this lady's house. I've stolen enough of her goods for one day. I feel like I'm constantly at a rummage sale.
Patience, ordered card, don't leave me till after the tea.
I'm happy enough to be drinking it all.
Is there something going on with the music in this game? Don't believe so.
Help some fellas out, master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
'Cause we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witches earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords open their purses. Ladies do.
I've got 2 coins on me, guys.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's a witcher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
Yeah, I can't even give in and pay their money they want.
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well, how long we been drinking now?
Is that lady in her underwear behind them? Probably just, you know, medieval shorts. Poland, yeah. The developers seem to think Poland, everyone dressed in very modern attire.
You always wear tight trousers. This life.
Let's continue on to what we're currently doing.
This drink for its nearly nights. Got so fucked up, blood came out.
Prostitute. Every single woman in this game who's on the street is usually a prostitute, and everyone else is drunk.
This life. Sometimes it's a handful.
Keep it together, lads.
I don't even know why I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure strumpet is just an old... That strumpet is what your grandma would call a prostitute. Does anyone else love, you know, listening to like the words your grandparents use to describe stuff? Like I had my own I was helping my own when I was a kid. I was helping my grandpa get groceries out of his truck, and he kept telling me to grab the poke. And I was like, "What? Grab the what?" And I kept looking for something that looked like a poke. He just kept saying like, "Grab the poke," and pointing into the back of his truck. He's like, then he just started getting angry. He's like, "The poke, the poke." It's like, "No, Grandpa," and then he like finally the bag. And I was like, "Oh, why did you just say the bag, Grandpa?"
What is it?
Apparently, bags were also known as pokes.
Snake eye. Got a snake's tongue as well.
Hard times with it.
You know, these are also. This is going to be really crude of me, but I gotta say, the prostitutes of Novigrad are top of the line. These are like high-class escorts, every single one of them. I mean, usually you expect the medieval street prostitutes to, you know, kind of not be of that, you know, nature. Like, usually women down on their luck that would, you know, don't look like they belong in a Victoria's Secret catalog. But somehow this city lucked out. What? Am I playing off a... Yeah, this is the Steam version of the game. What are you talking about? I want to verify the integrity of the game files. Is something wrong on your end? I have not noticed anything incorrect. What's going on over... There's trouble afoot in the village.
God, the Reapers come for me.
The kind of British you need to subtitles in, like, there's like multiple versions of British that are like that. Authority, you sound Japanese.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vatgun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking?
Do I prefer ugly
Who
prostitutes?
else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right?
I was prepared for someone in chat to make that statement because I started talking about how good looking the prostitutes are in this game. But no, it was just a general something that I noticed and not a statement on the type of prostitute I do or do not like to employ.
Can I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Sure, I'll try a dumpling.
Tasty.
Glad to hear it. Anything else I can do for you?
Looking for a good swordsmith.
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one.
Have a pizza roll. I got a lot of pizza rolls. I just, for some reason, yeah.
Good one.
He's just feeding us
But all
dumplings.
jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows.
This is the original Tostino's guy.
Of the forge.
This is where it all started.
For that swiving van.
I've got this crazy idea, girl. I'm gonna make pizza in the size of a bagel bite.
A witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
College students around the world will thank me.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you.
I saved you from having to do fan fiction and watching porn with your boyfriend. Your boyfriend likely hates me then. He's like, God damn it, that Dartigan, he ruined my night again.
Them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel.
Sorry to your beloved.
Someone with your skills.
I did not mean for that to happen.
You needing dough.
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But
You're relatively new to Twitch, so you're not sure how the bits work. What's going on, Venom? What's going wrong on your end?
I see.
Twitch is a strange beast, but it can be beat into, subservience.
Though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver frequently.
Oh, so it's completely fine since you didn't want to do it anyways. Oh, but I'm still saying he's probably still upset. But you have every reason to be thankful. It's like you got a good excuse. No, honey, you don't understand. There's a streamer I really want to watch tonight.
Ernst Van Horn.
But he's definitely unsubbing though.
Modest beginnings, a small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely...
You just want to know how Twitch works? Well, as long as the video is playing and the audio is going, and you can chat in the chat, you're 100% cool.
A bit of slander here. Buying business.
I have not paid attention at all to this guy since the Tostino's joke.
Whenever the competition was a plowing.
It's a side quest anyways, what does it matter? I didn't even mean to actually activate it.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight.
Bits or donations, you can, like, if you really like what you see, you can, like, buy bits or donate directly through PayPal.
Protection. And in Novigrad, few dare.
But if you're already subscribed, it's fine. You're already doing enough.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies
You're not good at writing fan fiction? Well, here's the relatively, promising news I have for you. Most people who write fan fiction, it's never really, that great. So you shouldn't be too worried about it. Because, generally put, most fan fiction is pretty garbo. Not to saying that yours is bad, I've never read it, but generally put, whenever I've looked at fan fiction, it's pretty terrible. And it's kind of like what I expected to be. I would actually be insulted if I came across good fan fiction. It'd be like, what is this? What unicorn have I stumbled upon? I need more lewd emotes. So you need a face of me doing a gasm? That's what you demand? I think I can come up with better than a gasm emote.
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told,
yeah, I think fan fiction is supposed to be bad.
Iron deliveries with one of the king of beggars.
It's like a law of physics. You can't actually break it.
Wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's like trying to go faster than the speed of light.
Inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
No, bad is not the same thing as not entertaining. Like, you can have bad and still be entertained by it. That's the important distinction we're making here.
I don't know.
100 bits from the bear, by the way. Thank you, and Dartgasm.
I badly...
I'm on a high level. I don't plan to do this quest right now. I didn't actually mean to activate it, so I'm just letting it play out.
He must be
They're talking for a real long time, though.
Grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Cool.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Not doing that right now. Going to the Rosemary and the Thyme, actually. Of swords and Tostino's pizza rolls. I'll let Iman will get that baby inside. It's raining. At least cover its head. You've read erotic Bleach fanfiction and you regret every second of it. At least its name tells you what you need to bring with you when you read it so you can drink it and erase the memory.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
No better way to end a bad experience than a big old swig of bleach. It's like, well, I don't have to remember that in the morning now. Oh, the door is locked. Isn't 99% of all fan fiction just sex? Because the people got really horny and like, you know, I want to watch these characters I like fuck. That's what it usually boils down to.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Here's something I want to see from entertainment. A non-Scottish dwarf. I want to see a dwarf that has like a really thick American Southern accent.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment.
I mean, are the Scottish not insulted by this?
Into theirs.
Like, why are we always short
All right,
dwarves?
Time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out.
French dwarf. A French dwarf would be awesome.
With pleasure. Let's dance. Not good.
Reminds me of a piece of switch.
Yeah.
Almost like we never left Bergen.
Told you this place was no good. Told you, didn't I?
Ah, please. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
No one knows what the Dwemer talk like.
You look good.
They only appeared in one game, and only one of them, and it's all in text.
Ackerman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
There might be one example of dwarfs that don't have Scottish accents, and that's in that Shadowrun video game, which is like Cyberpunk meets Lord of the Rings. There might be examples there. But even there, I'm going to guess they probably sound Scottish.
Got some problems. Rather not burden you.
Fuck off, Geralt.
I have seen Russian dwarves, though. That's pretty much... It's either Scottish or Russian.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be
Wee
here.
man.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6? 7?
Well, good luck, General Naomi, on your erotic San Andreas fanfiction.
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
What country is this? Fantasy Poland.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
A wee problem. What's the Scottish word for big? I've always heard the word wee, but I've never heard what do Scots say when something's big? Someone's got to know the answer, right? I'm too familiar with we got a wee problem. They gotta have a Scotty word for big, right?
There's a few things.
Let me guess.
Wally? Bick?
Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. Cleared some things up. As for Yennefer, well...
So you found her? Ha! Need to tell me all about
Are you meaning to say Scots don't have a very fancy word for big?
Got something a tinge more important to take care of.
Holy is what people are saying in chat. Or Holly, however that's pronounced. Holly big. I don't know. Muckle. Very muckle. That sounds perfect, actually. I'm not sure how you would use it, but it sounds like it works.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Time to press R and continue, finding shit.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
Firestart is someone quoting good music in chat?
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows.
You brought pizza rolls. The good thing about pizza rolls is you can make a whole shit ton of them for everyone. Like, most people will only eat one. And like, no, I'm good. One filled me up. I've actually had that happen. Like, oh no, just all I want is one. That's all I need to fill me. I was like, are you a bird? Dear Viscount, once more I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing to grace my son's wedding ceremony with your song. Your presence warmed our hearts, and the sweet notes with which you serenaded us so touched my wife's mother, the Baroness Devlet, called in some circles a cold and heartless bitch. That tears of tender emotion appeared in her eyes. Bomhel de Rabbi, foreign name.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
What's my favorite booze or liquor? I actually don't drink. Does that surprise any of you? Nope, I've just never been interested in alcohol. And I've never liked the taste of it. Or the smell, so it's never been appealing to me. I know how, hard gameplay, I'm aware that they actually kind of changed his perception from but there's a lot of changes from the story, actually. When will you return to Sidaris? I hope it will be soon, for I miss you terribly. Wanting to see you again literally pains me. If you are to come, send me a message beforehand. I'll ask my mistress for a day off. Okay, so when it has the sparkly stuff about it, I'm guessing that's the most important thing to find, so we'll wait to pick that up. Darty is a good boy. Hey, I make my mama proud, alright? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with making your mama happy. The thrust of your hypnotic gaze left my visage red and hot. Speaking of erotic fanfiction, the whole world suddenly set to be spinning in a whirlwind of oblivion, and I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar, the music, the singing, you. For that one brief
moment, I felt as if I were the lute you so skillfully strummed, and wanted nothing more than for you to put your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. What did you... Yeah, everyone always walks in when I turn on the effect button. Oh, cool. Stash. I can put the shit I'm not using away. Why do I have 2 saddles? Loot everything? What do you think I've been doing? What the entire stream has mainly been of me just stealing alcohol from people.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, 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 no! That's exactly what we're looking for! It's his planner!
That's rich. Dandelion and planning. Starting to look like a man serious about his business.
Huh. Dandelion and planning. Good one.
Middle of the book cliche, by the way. Like, precisely middle of the book.
Special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his...
How am I? I'm doing good, cut stupid.
Private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
No one ever learns how the story ends.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. So
Cool. What saddle do I have on Roach? An enhanced saddle, apparently.
This is in verse.
And you figure that...
Probably need to get a new one.
Because...
Am I weeb or not weeb? I am not weeb. Though I have studied weebness.
Right, yeah.
I am a weeb scholar, to say. I don't partake in the practice, but I do like to learn of it.
Idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
You know those characters who always like they know of the ancient times and they have like they have some of the details but they don't know everything. But I'll be that dude and like after the end times happen, like, oh yes, I know much of the history of Weeb, but even for me there are holes in the knowledge. I would be such a great quest giver. Just make me an NPC who gives out quests in game for people. I would rock that. Read Dandelion's planner. Oh, what a great mission objective. No Sin Video Persona 5? Oof. Do you know how many hours of cutscenes are in that game? Go look it up on YouTube. There's like over 40 hours. Pardon me. Over 40 hours of cutscenes in that game. And it takes like 100 hours just to play through it. I mean, even for me, that would be that'd be some work. That'd be like, I think if you combined all 3 of the Kingdom Hearts games, it'd be about the same amount of work as that, only put into one game. You'll put a Charles M. NPC quest giver. There's someone who knows their Dartigan lore. Rosa ver atre, like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. A charming garden-enclosed villa in Gildorf. Molly, though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf villa next to the morgue, Vespala, though timid in looks, no adventurer did skip her. Her heart melts when she asks, ever had a Big Dipper? Far Corner's laundry near the mouth of the Pontar. Marbella. We're just gonna, this mission is like, go ask all these prostitutes if they know a guy. Though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage her squawks are drowned by snores. A figure most rare, her natural duel, look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Oh, what a great mission. Oh, we just leveled up. I think I need to put more into muscle memory so my fast attack is more powerful. Still have another point I can use too. Oh, so oh, okay, I gotta upgrade. There we go. Play Gwent? I'll play some Gwent later. I wanted to actually make some actual progress in the story rather than spending all my time on Gwent tonight. Let's go ask all the fair ladies questions.
Mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one here's made a mistake.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard.
I'm sorry, but if you're wearing glasses like that, I kind of feel that you deserve to be mugged.
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
Dodong.
You're making the mistake.
That's like a sound effect you can't actually mimic the Law and Order Dodong sound. But say it's like, maybe if I turn on every single one of my effects, like, wait a minute, I got an idea. Alright, we're gonna be the first human in history to pull off the Law and Order Dodong sound and have it sound decent. Are you guys ready? Here it goes. Oh Lord, he coming, you right. I'm waiting for a reaction. Close enough, as close as you can get.
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper.
How do you get that much dirt on your face and like, nah, I'm fine.
My apologies.
I like this look. That looks intentional, actually. I was like, yeah, what do you think of this?
Go home, merchant, and try not to come around here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we did a good deed. I think we're going the wrong way for the closest one. We need to talk to Vespula. When was the last time I actually saved in this game? I think it's been a while. There we go. There we fixed.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no
Pardon?
He's an honest man.
Is this like Polish Joker?
You get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for?
Mr. J wants his money.
A knight in shining armor.
Close enough.
Mr. J wants his money. There we go. Let's turn on that.
I'm so poor I can't even bribe these guys. Like, no, I'm broke too. Medieval Joker. We've already had Japanese Joker, so we got to get Polish medieval Joker. Up. See you later, White Ninja. Have fun at school tomorrow.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
I looked at that without looking at the rest of that B word and thought it said the King of Burgers. And now I can only think of Geralt just cramming burgers and hunting monsters later. That's a good burger.
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does.
Who thinks, you know, let's be criminals, but also clowns?
Come on, Fritz. Boss
We need
wants
a
it that
theme.
way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
I took Dandelion out whoring?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind.
There's a Geralt? I think I've actually called him by that name quite a few times.
He said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him.
Any thoughts on the new Joker movie coming out soon? I think... pardon me. I think it definitely looks better than the Suicide Squad Joker. Looks like they're going for a much more realistic take on it, which is also what the last good Joker was like. So I'm for that idea. I'm just not certain that the Joker by himself really works for a standalone movie, because I've always seen the Joker as just being one half of the equation of a Batman story.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
The Joker can only ever shine when he has his other side of his coin. That's kind of my opinion too. I think by himself he just won't be as effective no matter how well they do the character, because he's always been designed as kind of like this foil to Batman. So it just seems kind of... And also, I don't really think the Joker needs an origin story. He's one of the few that doesn't need it. He's just a crazy guy.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen?
Explaining the origin of the crazy guy is like, no, why does anyone care?
Like some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a movie called Mr. Sinister. See how everyone likes that. Apparently the villains need their own movies now. So I'm just gonna take the worst X-Men villain that no one cares about and just make a movie about him. Are you guys ready for the Mr. Sinister movie? This summer.
Thanks for your help.
What even was Mr. Sinister's power? I forget. He was so non-existent in my mind.
Anything I should tell him?
No.
He just looked like a vampire, but wasn't, from what I remember of him.
He's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if you dropped by.
Okay, go talk to more ladies. He makes clones. Oh, that. So he's an evil Naruto. Hello.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You manipulate body structures.
How might I be of service? Need something short.
He was a mutant, right? So how does he have so many different abilities?
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry,
Wait. Sauron is an X-Men villain? Are you shitting me right now?
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
The Sauron of the One Ring Sauron? No. How did they legally get away with that?
Any better?
I'm sorry, yeah, something's happening on stream right now.
Did you and Dandelion...
Alright, let me get out my Twitch guidebook about what kind of jokes I'm allowed to make in this situation. Oh, okay, here. Page 24, guideline 4A. Oh man, this doesn't look like there's much humor opportunity here. Yeah, sorry. No jokes available. And then?
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Sauron is a pterodactyl in X-Men. Oh, that's a great use. When did you last see Dandelion? Why do you dress that way? Uh-oh. We might get in trouble for this one, but let's see what happens.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
Well, I used to be human, and now I'm a mutant. I think I actually... of the two here that is post-op, it's actually Geralt. Geralt is the one that went through a life-changing operation and, chemical, alterations to become something he wasn't. So he's actually the more, modern dude. What did you and Dandelion talk about?
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a...
Gotta admit that the guy which pronoun? Girl, he got style. Real skinny though. Might want to work on that part.
I fear. The
thick girls these days, okay?
Nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Okay. Radovid sucks flaccid cock. You know it's a real insult when they don't even when they say they really hate you when they're not even giving you the option of sucking. The insult is like, you suck big dick. No, it's like, you suck tiny small penises that can no longer get erect. That's a sign of a master insult.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Okay, I think we got everything.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
I don't believe this game is as progressive as it's pretending to be. If so, they would have Geralt having a sex scene with this guy. Prove me wrong, game.
Come to look over my spring collection.
Be the first. Break new ground. No? We can't play cards, though.
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Okay, he just sells clothes I would never want to wear. Wait, what? Wolf mask. We gotta play cards with this guy. Girl. Person. I don't think I have any money, so I'm just gonna keep it at 1.
Mind a few rounds of cards.
Did I ever get any new cards? Okay, what do we want to get rid of? Swap the card on the battlefield. Return. That can be good. That's +1 to all units in a row. Place on your opponents. Okay, that's real good. My medic is also real good. Okay, we're gonna switch out Vess and you. Hey Mike, welcome back, dude. Yeah, we got a pretty decent hand here. Okay, we're gonna use our spy right off the bat to get a card advantage. What am I, close combat and... Okay, so, okay, this works in my favor. I guess I should just play this. Sweet, I got the card I was hoping for too. Oh man, he kept up with me though. He had a spy of his own. I think I have another card with that same name on it. Swap with a card on the battlefield to return it to you. Can I return? Does anyone know if I can use this to return my spy to my hand? That'd be an awesome combo. I can. Oh no, I can use it to take that spy off the field. Oh, ooh, that's good. Now I have a spy for next round. This is all about card draw at this point. We gotta stay even. Because he's had two... I keep saying he. I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble for it. Let's switch to choose one card from your discard pile and play it instantly. I want to save that for the next round. Thinking of playing my other spy. Oh, that's a combo if I ever saw one. Oh, he just passed. Well, why would you do that? See, he's got 9, I've got 4, so I just need to play that. I just won, didn't I? Since he passed? Yeah, so I think we run the... Okay, that went really well for us. We got a sick hand, too. So I'm gonna play my medic and get one of my cards back. And I kind of want my spy. What do we get from that? Let's see. Okay. Let's play these guys. Oh, I'm gonna beat him. Don't you worry. This is the round where we kill him. We kill him dead. What do you do? I'll be playing my range though. I'm trying to bait out his... I don't want to put too much in one thing right now because my big combo is with this. And I don't want... He might have a fog card. Though he's also seems like he's going for that, so it might... might want to use one of these. Just to keep it... I want to tease something out of his. No, we'll go ahead and do this. Knew we had something big to play. That's like a hero card too. What does that even do? No clue. Play one of you. One of you should be enough for right now. Do I see zzz in chat, Mike? How is this putting you? Oh, I knew he had it. I knew he had a fog card. That's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but fog cards don't work on hero units like that, right? So if I use I don't think I have a fog card for that anyways, but so his front line is the big worry right now. Let's up the ante. Let's give my back line some meat. Yeah, heroes are immune to weather, that's what I thought. I don't think I have a frontline fog card in my hand anyways. We just have to pray he does not have a fog card for the trebuchet, the back line. I mean, it'll screw him up too if he does, because most of his meat is on the back. Big place. We have the massive card event. He's only got 3 cards left. Oof. Look at the meat on the back row. Okay, let's, well, my arch, I can only put 2, you know, that does mess me up with that one, because 2 of my cards are for the, I can clear that though, and clearing works well for me because he has put nothing on ranged, so I can pull that out as a last stop later on. Wait, why did he do that? He had nothing. Why did he do that? That hurt him. Why did he clear fog that only made things worse for him? Both of my fogs would actually really screw me up. He's biting. Yeah, he's only got 2 cards left. Let's continue to bury him. He's dead. He's so very fucking dead. What's your last card? Oh, he lost. I'm sorry, she lost. Give me your card though. Thank you. All right, there's your Gwent game for the day. Now let's go talk to the next lady on the list. Play your last pathetic card of the Yugi, whatever your name was. When do you guys think Yu-Gi-Oh will no longer be a relevant meme? Because it seems like it's got one hell of a shelf life. Yeah, 2 of my cards were weather back there, but they were also I was spread out across all 3 lanes, so any weather card would have works on both sides of the field, so it would have killed me to use one. I don't know what it is about Yu-Gi-Oh memes, but they have some of the longest legs of any meme. I'm sure that 50 years from now, someone will be playing a card game and they'll still be sprouting out Yu-Gi-Oh memes. In fact, why hasn't Yu-Gi-Oh gotten like a new anime? If it's still that popular, well, it probably has. It's probably some crappy thing like, oh, they're playing card games on air bikes now, but like an actual like remake of the original or something. Well, it's got new. I'm talking like it's remake the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught.
Let's listen in on the class.
It hurt him much. Will he die?
Don't die from rats, stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw.
They should be given the series the JoJo treatment.
And then he killed him.
Is it just me, or did JoJo only recently come back into a, well, in the last couple of years that JoJo became really freaking big in the meme setting? Like, JoJo's been around since like the 80s, but it only in like the last couple of years became like, okay, this is our new meme, guys. Look at these little twerps pushing me out the door.
My daddy's a witch hunter. He chased his old crow.
I guess it was the new anime that was pretty quality that convinced everyone like, hey, this show is pretty cool. Let's meme it.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mould. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Oh, so they have penicillin in this time, huh? Part 3 OVA came out in the early 90s and they were just decided to reanimate the... I don't think anyone outside of Japan cared about it, cared about that anime until it got a new one. My voice is trying to kill me.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life.
Is there a Weird Al stand in JoJo?
If it's done.
I feel if there isn't a Weird Al stand, there should have been one by now, and needs to be rectified.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
I know just about every other major band from the last 40 years has had a stand, so I feel Weird Al is deserving. Why is this telling me to go through someone's house to get... Okay. What a weird GPS. Turn left at wooden door. Go through it to other side of street. Weird Al has been around since like the early 80s. That's not real. There's plenty of other bands that have gotten stands that have come around since after Weird Al started up. So Weird Al could have a stand. That's for certain. I'm here to tell you about Talos, gentlemen. No? The Divine Talos Preacher is still to this day one of my favorite NPCs. Well, just because I killed him probably countless times. How would Weird Al... I don't know, does it really... The name rarely matters in how it works. Like, look at any stand and does it, like... The Goo Goo Dolls, I think, was a stand that makes you tiny or something.
It takes a great deal of arrogance to call a pyre salvation from sin.
Got my eye on you, just a small one. My Greta came back.
It's just like, here's a cool idea I have for a superpower. What band can I attach to the name?
Your Greta's got the imagination of a drunk troubadour. She never lies about sin. What?
Yes, rise up, Stormcloaks.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Witchers, rise up! Oh.
Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Skellig is for the poles.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep. Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired to chat with the Witcher.
Is it also just me, or is there not enough bad fan art and fan fiction of JoJo?
Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid no...
How is it managed, this?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Happy to go with you.
Well,
anything that keeps me from traveling there is fine with me. Because the show is actually... Yeah, but there's been plenty of quality shows that just got reams of terrible fan art. And, fan fiction. Where's the? I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find plenty of the erotic fan fiction of Dio and Joseph, you know, just raw dogging each other, but it doesn't seem as pervasive. Ever heard of Jota Kujo? No, but I have fears of what it could be.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
That guy that was way too powerful of a close up on that horse. That was almost erotic. You don't know what a JoJo is? Think of an anime turned up to like 15 and full of rock music.
Know anything about the chestnut or the
And everyone dresses like they're on a fashion show. Like the bad clothes that you never actually see in public fashion show, the walkway stuff. Can I just say I have never understood why that's even a thing? Like fashion shows where they wear clothes no one would ever be caught dead wearing. And they're like, yes, this is for fashion. And I've never seen anyone wearing it, so how can you call it fashion? It's just like an art piece at that point.
Is Molly a horse?
Who even goes to those things? They seem so... There's like always an audience, but I want to go see... When I think of a good time, it's not like, hey, let's go look at clothes no one's ever going to wear.
As soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
And it's always some really smug German guy behind it. It does seem to be more of a European thing. You're right about that. But I'm pretty sure there's plenty of really snooty American fashion shows too.
Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men.
Yes, I was inspired to make this outfit when looking at my son eating a marshmallow.
What would you say to a little race?
So this outfit is pure white and made out of pillowcases and stuffed with downy duck feathers. It is perfect in its symmetry. Only will cost 50,000 euros. Took a fashion course in high school and they said the difference between runway and normal stuff is normal clothes are fashion and runway is art. I disagree with both statements. Yeah, I guess art is always in the eye of the beholder, but to me that just like, this looks fucking dumb. Like art is something that's gonna be like, good art usually lasts more than one art show. It's like it's still hanging on the walls in museums centuries later. When was the last time you saw an outfit at one of these shows hanging up somewhere? Like, oh yes, the great marshmallow suit from 1979's French parade. I don't know, whatever these things are called. Whatever. Like, yes, that was what a show that was. I really feel it speaking to me. I'd like to talk to Molly.
I'd rather resolve what I have to with Molly.
Very well. I shan't insist. The attractive one, that's Molly. Speak to her. The Baroness and I will place our wagers. You can then ride back to Novigrad with us, if you wish.
Talk to Molly.
How do you dye your hair? Is it a rule of password?
Washed your hair lately?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again!
Sure. Yeah, if not for him.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be.
No.
How long have we been looking for Dandelion by
I
now?
haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Dandelion doesn't have a sister. You remember your last...
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all.
You're a naive girl, I see.
Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion what he visited, he'd grow up quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation?
What an interesting quest.
He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
Dandelion is a textbook definition of a modern day what they want to sleep with everything? Is that how the character's always being played?
And he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen her since.
Yeah, this entire stream has been me looting cupboards and talking to women. If they added some ramen, making some ramen in there, it would be just like 90% of our actual lives.
Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings.
You know, I just spent my day flirting with girls and failing and making ramen.
He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Okay, we need to get out of this hellhole. These people said they'd take us back. Help us leave.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yeah.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad.
They made it ramen. This would be a Yakuza game.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Will they ever stop making Yakuza games? I mean, even like the new game that's not Yakuza still takes place in the Yakuza world and plays exactly like Yakuza.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
What a great experience. We have one last lady to talk to and this mission can finally be over. This hell. At this point, I would have rather gone into someone's basement and fought Draugr.
Did you catch him?
Should probably save. Just give me a Draugr quest, that's fine.
Keep your distance.
Uh-oh, they won't let me in. Find a way into the Var Atravilla. Am I still gonna play this, or what? Play what? You have to finish that statement. Did you guys see that Tony Hawk move I just did? That was some sick shit, I think. Oh, the new Yakuza game? I don't think so. You know, I get a feeling this isn't the way in there. Could be wrong, though. Yeah, Judgment, I don't really have any interest in really playing it. Or at least I don't have any interest in making a Sin video on it, because the Yakuza video I did do kind of really underperformed. And it was a lot of work. Oh, but good news on my my Walking Dead video, that got claimed by like 50 different companies. I was like, oh, cool.
So no point playing hard to get, Sugar Puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, Sugar Puss, before I report this to Papa.
Yeah, there's like that, because of the song that's in the game that I also used on the intro of that video. Like 50 different musical companies or holding companies, whatever, copyright companies, laid claim to it. Like, oh, we all want a piece of that. Which means none of them get a piece of it. But it means also means I don't get a piece of my own video. Claimed means that they, you can still watch the video, but any ad revenue would go to the one who claimed it. But in the case where like that many people claim it, the money goes to no one. You're gonna claim it too? Sure, go ahead. Might as well. How do I get in this fucking house? Locked key required. Copyright deadlock, exactly.
Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the Bard Dandelion.
Normally, the only copyright claims I've gotten are from, like, publishers from games. Because of the cutscene stuff, and I always win those, but usually when it's a music copyright, you have very little chance of winning.
Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
I'd rather not re-upload the video, because it's already gotten a bunch of views. I mean, I've still made money off that, just from, like, streaming it, and it still brings in views and new subscribers who will watch other stuff that I do, so it's not a total loss, so I'm fine with it.
Hope you realise what you've gotten yourself into.
Hope so, too.
This Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy.
If I were to delete it and re-upload it, it would get, like, it would perform very badly.
Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll learn the ambassador's ire.
Wooden sword.
Follow me.
Where's this wooden sword I just picked up? I still have my manly metal sword. I guess it's a quest item. It was just a mess up on my hand. I kind of felt that using that song from the game would have been risky, but I did it anyways. I should have just put some other sound effects in there.
Wood to start with. I must know your worth.
I say before I came into this building, whoever mentioned that in chat.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Is this a boss fight?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
What? Lost your nerve? Shit.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better.
Snake,
than
remember the basics of CQ. No, wrong boss fight.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher here on business.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
What's exciting about it?
What's so exciting about it?
Living on the edge. Tracking, then
Oh, it's an
facing
adrenaline
down
junkie.
beasts, sleeping under the stars. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Either that or a
Tried
Disney
fighting
princess.
Silver while up to your neck in sewage. Nothing quite like it.
Not one of the high points, I suppose. Wait, weren't you about to ask me something?
You're not bad with a sword.
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Yellow text option.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
I have half of a health bar. Oh no, she healed it in between fights. She used it. She tricked us. She used. Feeling really bad about this.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
What could she mean? Sure, I know how to. I can teach you how to use a spear. Shields. Your defense was lacking.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about?
Oh.
You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Dandelion mixed you two up.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But
She has an evil twin sister.
If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Easy, ladies.
Calm down, ladies. No poets worth.
This is where porn starts.
Each other's throats.
Especially.
Even that camera angle.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion, whose talents did he praise? Dandelion acts strangely lately?
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford
Two twin sisters fight over hung stud.
Who?
eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the... Yeah, this is how you kill the mood, Geralt.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
See you later, Venom Snick.
Do with it?
Hope you enjoyed the stream tonight.
Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor and his cohorts must be ecstatic.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
I want to ask about something else.
Changing subjects.
Whose talents did he praise?
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled.
See you in the next Gwent.
Talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta.
This is like Polish Frozen, with 2 sisters fighting. I should go.
Pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Where and when?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
I thought you were supposed to be the good sister.
Tomorrow, same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
She's like, don't fuck my sister, okay. She's really just inviting us to play Gwent. You know it. You know it, I know it. Go to the Var Atre residence tomorrow to give Rosa fencing lessons. Oh, we can just meditate until it's tomorrow. We needed to meditate anyways. We need to get... Since we're already here, we need to get the experience. We're doing it for the experience. So let's just meditate in the garden. Insert Phantom Cigar music. The fencing quest is annoying. Oh, uh-oh. They tricked us. Isn't it tomorrow? I guess it's not tomorrow. I wonder what the guards think of it just sitting in the backyard for like 2 days. Apparently this quest, according to Worthy, this quest is really annoying. We'll see what she asks us to do, and then we'll decide to skip it or not. Not like what we're currently doing is all that interesting either. We've just been talking to people. Tell the captain about the fencing lessons. Might as well go for it. Yeah, it's probably not gonna be what we're hoping for. Which, by that I mean just a relaxing, dinner.
Greetings. You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk near Temple Bridge, she said.
Oh, alright. My prediction, she gets assaulted by bandits and we have to save her.
Thanks.
Isn't that how it usually goes? Well, she went for a walk right before the mission started. Oh, yeah, so attacked by bandits. Gotcha.
My daddy's a witch hunter who chases old crones.
Power of the eternal fire.
I've been cranky since morning.
Why is everyone so scared all of a sudden? Pardon? I'm kind of curious what they were all yelling about. Was it just because I was sprinting? Holy hell, she went for one hell of a walk, didn't she? Where did she go? Oh, to the very outskirts. Have I met the crones? Yeah, we met the crones the last time I played the game. Though it's been a couple weeks since I did that. Oh, it's Ronvid.
You again? Want some more? Bruises on your ass heel already?
On God, I say! Victory will be mine this time. I've practiced with shield and sword.
Hey Solus, hello. I hope your internet, no internet issue. Oh, no, you mentioned it though, so you probably just jinxed me. We must never speak of that issue, lest we summon it. Always scared the little person.
Had enough?
Yes.
You can't jinx people, you're white. Is that how it works? Didn't know we had that kind of power.
Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
We shall meet again.
Wee lad. That's a crew you don't want to mess with.
Waste of words.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Bar Atra said that...
And this Excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not
Embrace the power.
This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, right. Finally. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
You're using me.
You're using
for my
me.
body.
I don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
How am I doing? I'm doing. Is the phrase "I'm doing fun" make any sense? I'm doing fun. No. That did save, didn't it? Yeah, it saved. I'm doing good. How far is she gonna take us out of the city? I'm a witcher that doesn't like walking.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
I might kill you.
Should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
As you wish.
If that's what the lady wishes.
And we cut her head off that day.
When crying later.
I've a hanky for you just in case. On guard.
And there goes her spleen.
Not good.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield.
You alright?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
Why the interest in fencing?
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a
She
sword in
is
hand,
a
I can
Disney
have some
princess.
fun. You know, blow off steam.
What now?
Alright, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you.
You didn't even turn around for like a second, Geralt. You expected there to be something else going on there.
Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her.
Well, she couldn't be far. Just saying, it was literally like a second ago.
Seven Cats is this way. Great.
She should still be in sight, actually.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
Did she like anime dash away? Where they move faster than the eye can see?
Mummy says hello. A gallant jest.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
See you later, GMC.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love.
Yeah, on her own for less than 2 minutes and already attacked by, you know, crude men of ill repute.
Just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
Let's continue mind warping people.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kolb. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
And you wonder why the North hates Nilfgaard.
You wonder wonder why the locals hate Nilfgaard.
I thought you were different from other Nordlings. That you understand us, our sense of justice. I see I was wrong.
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
This mission was nothing but bait. That's all that mission was. Oh, you think you're gonna get boobs, right? Nope. I guess maybe I should have killed those guys. And she'd be like all down to... Okay, yeah, I see how it works. Consult with Zoltan. I'll see you later, Nero 00. So finally, the talking to women quest comes to a finale. You've been playing the Gwent game. It's pretty good. You mean the actual Gwent game and not the one inside this? I don't really see myself playing that. I got into Hearthstone for a while, but I'm not really looking for a card game right now.
What's going on there? You're helping me with a very important matter.
Who's baiting that mission we just did? Is like, oh, I'm follow me into the woods, Geralt, and suddenly it's like, oh, I just really wanted fencing lessons.
Well, another freak.
Okay. Zoltan is over did away.
There's somebody coming. Bailiff's a harsh man. Best not cause any trouble. Fuck off.
Worked out anyway, for if the Lord found out. Most of them never do, though.
Foolproof method for exercising witches.
Geralt's really clever at that, you know, at not letting on. Apparently just all the girls he gets with also don't really chat too much about it. Mike, nighty night, big hug, have fun, friends. You have a good night's sleep, Mike. You deserve it.
Naughty Bob. Now repeat. Save
Is he talking to an owl? That is a thick owl.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She's got to start talking.
How come I'm wearing peasant armor instead of Witcher gear? Because I don't have the stuff to build Witcher gear right now. Where'd you get her? She's an owl, not a parrot.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we want to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
You first.
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pick-up lines. Dubious worth.
Okay, I talked to every woman in town.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it!
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Why wasn't she on the list then?
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
That's big news.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match.
School of the Bear gear is the best Witcher gear. Can't change your mind on that.
Lassie's got him whirling.
I feel when you have a set case like that, you don't even need to make the statement then. It'll probably prove itself or it won't.
Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Meet Zoltan in the Kingfisher Inn after Sunday. That owl looks like what are those really shaggy dogs? What am I thinking of? It looks like it's been crossbred with one of those. I do realize that there's a lot of dogs that could be described as shaggy, but I'm talking about the ones that specifically that are like white, gigantic, and full of fluff. And my cat just bit deeply into my hand. Thank you, Dex. I appreciate that. Dex is one of those cats that comes up to you and paws like, "I want you to pet me, human," and then immediately bites you when you do.
When suddenly up he pops and heals me.
Do I have this reaction everywhere I go? Sheepdog, that I believe that is actually what I'm thinking of. No, not a Saint Bernard, a sheepdog is actually it.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the black bubbles, economically.
Looking to enlist with a temple guard.
Isn't this where I'm supposed to be sitting down, Matt? Talking with someone?
Tell me the gist.
Because it's upstairs.
If I was seeking to get you drunk, we would not be drinking Côte de Blessure.
Why ever not?
It's too expensive.
You know what I've always thought of cats? You guys are obviously familiar with the movie, the classic movie Gremlins, right? And you're not supposed to feed them after midnight or let water touch them. I feel that was entirely just based off what it was like to have a cat as a pet. Because except that cats don't start out sweet and lovable and then turn into little monsters.
Aye.
You lump proletariat.
Though they do breed just as fast. Can we get into the science of gremlins now that I brought to that topic? It's like, how the fuck do you actually, breed your species by just getting wet? If this was an actual animal that breeds that many of itself after just getting some drops of water on it, the Earth would have been overrun with mogwai millennia ago. Because it tends to rain here on planet Earth. So I have to think they were like a desert creature and that Chinese dude just pulled them out of there where it doesn't rain. Otherwise, there's no way you can even explain it. God damn, maybe I should be doing movie sins. Oh, I just now realized I have to wait till sundown for this mission to even activate. I'm a dum-dum. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna meditate until sundown. Okay, you can't meditate in here. Okay, never mind. This is literally seconds before I even press the button.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
I keep talking about cats, you're gonna have to get drunk. How do those correlate? I am so moved right now. Do you guys remember in Final Fantasy X when X-2 when Yuna attained world peace by singing a pop song?
Long have yearned for your tender caress to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm.
Oh, well, there's some lyrics that, you know, match up with the game.
Its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet.
Please clap. Please clap.
Raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if
Well, they really spent the money on this one, didn't they? We want the full song.
the wish I whispered when it all began. Did it
Geralt, that's such bad posture.
I never have found. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your
I'm not petting you again, cat. You already bit me once. You violated my trust.
to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Isn't that bald guy an important character that we just saw? I have to think he is.
Please clap. Please clap.
Come on, Geralt, that deserves more than a slow clap.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
I thought her song was too beautiful for fighting words.
Save someone else's ass.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this out.
You just beat Witcher yesterday? How long did it take you?
I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of
This is medieval Spotify.
fuck it is.
Even back then, they're like, I don't like your music, therefore I don't like you as a person.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
She knows. Same innkeeper I helped, but yeah, it is. But I also like killed some people in her tavern. Seems Dandelion left nothing out.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later.
Not here. Come with me.
Oh,
There a reason for all this?
you're not sure you haven't played for 5 months, but you just said you beat the game yesterday.
Planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdom.
There's some contradictory statements in there. Reuven, who's that? Breaking into a vault? What was Dandelion thinking?
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
And what was Dandelion thinking?
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passiflora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No.
Oh, you took a
If I know
break from playing the game, I see.
It's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Take it the heist was a boost?
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere.
Be honest, how many of you would wear that hat?
Cats has overrun the city.
I'd wear that
I learned
hat.
only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that...
You would not touch that hat with a 10-foot. That hat is stylish.
Deep then.
So I gotta rescue Dandelion again.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
A bathhouse?
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Go to the bathhouse and talk to Siggy Reuven.
Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed.
Geralt!
A sound cue as that... Stop making noises. Dandelion, how'd you meet?
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
They're all British people, yet it's fantasy Poland
I'd
instead.
already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see.
You'll notice in pretty much any game you play, if it has a European setting, no matter what it's based on or where it's setting, everyone is English.
Take care now.
You should not have come to the city. You'd be better off.
Yes?
Whoops.
Found Kurt Dysart.
Are you here regarding the contract?
Wanted to hire a witcher, didn't you?
Oh, this was another side quest I accidentally activated when I talked to a board.
One hears all manner of stories about the lunatics of the School of the Cat. Which do you belong to?
School of the Wolf.
School of the Wolf.
Ah, yes. A good one. I knew a witcher of this school. Barnabas? No.
American accents sound weird in fantasy unless it is an American-inspired fantasy. Well, it's usually not a very European fantasy if it's an American-inspired one.
I acquired an estate east of Novigrad. I got it on the cheap, you see. The seller was very keen to be...
Are you saying you didn't like Kevin Costner's performance as Robin Hood, or as he's otherwise known as American Robin Hood?
It is that simple. But my men say the house shakes at night. Walls crumble. Why, even the floors move about. Is there anything to be done? A remedy for this?
Let's talk about the reward first.
I beg your pardon? Asking for coin already? But you've not done the job.
Need to make sure it's worth my time.
Just look at that. Arrives in Novigrad and is off his head in minutes. Very well. How much do you believe this should cost me?
330.
Yes, agreed.
Well, that actually worked.
Fine.
When did I get so good at haggling?
How do I get there?
An orchard adjoins the property. The house itself you should recognize easily. Cracks cover its...
We'll need that money later when we need to get this skellig. Because we gotta pay a boat $1,000. I'm the best? Thank you, White King. I also think you too are awesome. So, off to the bathhouse to talk to fat people.
Darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
Do you seek to get me drunk, sir?
If I was seeking to get you drunk,
No stairs where I thought there would be some.
I'd be drinking Cote de Blessure.
Why not?
It's too expensive.
Ain't nothing pretty in this life-saving
I believe
daffodils.
I shall stop coming out.
Okay. Okay, this way. You know, do you guys remember playing big fantasy games like this before they decided, you know, like maybe we should have a GPS in our map system so people know which way to go? It could take a while to... If you ever played Morrowind, it could take a long time to find what you're looking for in any city. It got kind of frustrating at times, actually. You know, I might consider this whole saving thing as something I should do more often. I am going to the brothel. Is a bathhouse a brothel? I guess in some settings it can be.
Anybody there? Open up.
You never liked Morrowind or Skyrim? To each their own. I'm not a huge Elder Scrolls guy either.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
When do I think games will implement quest crafting? Well, some of them do when they let you create your own games in their engine. You can create any quest you want inside the Skyrim.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Now, if you really want to go old school, you can try talking about Daggerfall. Oh, that chin.
Cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
How do you get a chin like that without also having just being 300 pounds? It's like all the fat went up to his neck.
You will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
That just looks odd. His build does not reflect his face.
Your equipment will be safe.
Yeah, his build is pretty standard, not too big, but oh wow, that. I feel when this guy talked, his B's, every word would say like, "Oh, I'd like the bacon, give me more bacon," or something like that. It'd just be muffled.
Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Maybe he just had an allergic reaction. Turn your heads, children. Have you turned your heads yet? There's adulting going on in this room, and you're not allowed to look. Just turn your monitor off and listen to the sound of my voice. You all done that already? All right. Adulting has now begun. She just purr.
Ow!
Move, get the hell. No, what's that song?
Meats to yourself.
Wait, isn't that Trish? The same hairstyle.
Oh.
And Junior cut off his hand. Got me break now.
They were such, these people were so forward thinking. They just have mixed bathing. Who am I supposed to talk to again? Ladies. I feel like I'm suddenly in a Yakuza game. Well, Geralt is here for the ladies. Look at that. You can't take his towel off though. All of these women have bikini. I want just to point out again. This is the middle, like the Dark Ages, and all the women wear bikinis, which was wasn't invented until like the 1970s.
Lovely.
Oh, they did include a thick girl for those fetishes of you out there.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this job.
Yes.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Reuven can introduce. I'm a Witcher. Reuven, let's do the alpha. Reuven can introduce. Your boss can tell you who I am.
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a Witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Is this guy in like Witcher 2?
Got
Or 1?
Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Not cool, dude.
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
Oh, I get the shitty mace instead of a sword.
First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Horse Son's henchman. Holy shit, can I keep this weapon?
We need one alive!
Get Junior. You were trying to say assassin. There's ass. Just go with that first statement, actually. Works fine. I mean, it's still technically correct in this situation.
Get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Don't believe I know your friends.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing happens not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's...
You would love Assassin's Creed parkour and a witch. Why? Not parkour doesn't exactly make everything it's in better. That's a lesson I've learned from a lot of games. Parkour was something that was like really cool back in like 2009 and 10, and like everyone wanted like, oh, it's like a human superpower. And so games started putting in there after Mirror's Edge. But I have to be the one to dissent and say that it's gotten kind of lame.
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul.
It's like literally the only game I ever liked parkour in was the original Mirror's Edge.
See, Cleaver, perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session?
How do you still have a dirty face when you're in a bathhouse that dwarf has? It's like, you would think while you're in there that would be taken care of.
You sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, wanna find Whoreson? Find me first.
So where will I find Junior?
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see.
You know, he honestly looked cooler with the towel on.
Baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra.
What time will I start streaming Days Gone tomorrow? Probably 6 p.m. Eastern time.
If you want to listen,
I'm gonna go for a 6-hour stream tomorrow, so that way I can take a good chunk out of it.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them.
Every time I read their lines, my voice gets all sexy, like I'm trying to seduce you.
Swinging your steel cock about.
You make it sound like that wasn't the intent. Intent on avoiding a war with Whoreson. Why? Your colleagues aware of your path? Does that make it better for you? Whoreson, what's he own? Where he's strong? I can fix this issue. I mean, it's real easy.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam, and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners.
Not as sexy, but you can still make it work.
Flower for the folk of nearby hamlets.
Seems a bit nerdy. Seems like it's a really cliche nerdy, but hey.
From time to time. That doesn't make us partners.
Whatever works.
Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Oh, intent avoiding a war with Whoreson, like... this is your fault, Solus.
A war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve.
He's such a peaceful thug.
Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Whoreson, what's he own? Where is he strong? See, it's back now.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling, that's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger Bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels.
All your yawning is making you tired, so you're gonna go to sleep and dream of my tongueless voice saying sweet nothings to you. Well, you have a good night's, good wet dream tonight, Solus. Godspeed. Let's see. Where's the casino at?
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Tower.
Wow, finding Dandelion is now... we're 2 missions deep into finding Dandelion, and each one is another, like, look in every area of the city kind of mission.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
And where has he got this house?
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find
I have to think all these people would be really hot in these layers. I mean, those clothes look really warm.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go.
I don't think we'll be able to finish all 3 of these objectives, but we should be able to get at least 2 of them. Maybe, well, depending, maybe only 1.
I know him well. Might figure something out.
Oh god, he's got more text options.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remain that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Any news on Philippa?
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
From master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers being...
You guys want to know the real challenge? I'm currently fighting my cat away from my foot while this conversation goes on.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm losing
that in the name of
on at least one of those fronts.
And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a...
Witcher is a stickler for language. What about you? Any beef with a dandelion?
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick.
You usually accelerate the phase of certain conversations in Witcher games. Well, you can do that very easily just by skipping past all of it.
Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I.
I think he was too, Geralt.
Exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got my own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with.
Oh god, he's got side quests too.
And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
You'll pay me on top of that.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
No idea what you're talking
Love this series of quests.
You are
I wish they would kind of get to the point though.
Glad I don't need you to win a poker game for me.
Maybe if they hadn't exhausted me by making me like search the town for women first, before they give me a bunch of more quests to do, would have been fine.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tribe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Isn't Geralt the one who's already kicked your ass so badly you were complaining about it just a moment ago? And now you're like, I'll get you next if you do me wrong again, Witcher. Well, do you know how long it's going to take to refill that? It's got to be done by hand with buckets.
Be so kind as to follow me.
Okie dokie. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta spend time looting.
Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Yeah, we're in some creepy guy's sex dungeon, exactly. Literally.
Bart, stop that, now!
But make Ziggy lose, Jorfun.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
But hard. But less thinky. But less thinky. But sadness.
Why'd you get a pet troll?
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses.
Is he feeding it people? It's covered in blood.
Ziggy but take. Good Ziggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later.
How does he not get out when he wants with that there?
Vault behind it until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighters
20 tons of gold.
Will help me get it back.
That's like most of the gold ever mined on Earth right now. And he just had all that sitting in his basement.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold.
If you just got 20 tons of gold, you don't need to be a crime lord anymore.
Only savings club, a bank for the initiated.
Yes, this is my very first run of the game, Almister.
My temporary liquidity problems remained private.
And I'm also very good at being completely blind, so much so that I have an emote for that very thing.
Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Okay, Russians or rock trolls? Gotcha.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. Alright. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
You thought that emote was Dart sees all? No, no, no. It's for when I am missing something I should be seeing. Any witnesses?
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happened in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
What are we saying was the value?
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh, no.
20 tons of gold? Doesn't matter what era, you'd be on someone's shit list.
Want go?
I think it's actually illegal to own very much gold.
Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Hey.
It'd probably make you paranoid as hell to have that kind of wealth on you and just sitting in a room. Bad mushrooms. Been there, dude.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Part through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
This is a Jar Jar type character, isn't it?
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom.
Headshot.
Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Okay, I'll track down the thief. I should have time to do this mission.
I had this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonce, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water.
Holy God, how long can this conversation go on for?
I value me own even more. Dropped Fonce and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
Pop's mold antidote.
Literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate.
And we can make more.
Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Oh. Is it over? Jeez. Okay, we're gonna need this, what is it, Pop's mold? Oh, there it is. Pop's mold antidote.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into? Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall 2. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Alright, let's save before we go into the, the mold dungeon. Whew. I think that went on so long I forgot what the conversation started with. Can't you just, like, burn this stuff, too? Nope, other mold.
And I thought Witcher's potions were vile.
Shit, I was meant to search something over there, wasn't I?
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall 2. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now, why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
Okay, so I wasted that one potion already.
Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Fine grading.
No, stop! Stop talking to the pipe.
Crown of Silk, of course.
Uh-oh. God, for groupings. I have to mix some more of this stuff real soon.
Come on. Good.
Okay, so, is chat still working for everyone? Is everyone just real silent right now because all the people who normally talk left? Just want to make sure. Or maybe everyone's just tired. That was a long cutscene, wasn't it? Silence? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's my fault then. Good morning to you, Gonzo. Isn't this one says red? Something I should... I guess not.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
That was really all we had to do? It was a very, it was overly long, but I don't think they care too much about that. I'm just finding nothing but booze and everything I check now.
Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Alright, we can go talk to that guy and then I'll finish up a part of the quest, I think. Yeah, the booze is useful, but I've got plenty of it. I'm not exactly short for booze. I don't really understand how he turns alcohol into more potions when you meditate.
One drink all I had. Aye, to leave this city, so from now on, assume your every move's observed.
Yeah, I think I'll turn in this information to that guy and call it a night. Seems like everyone's exhausted. But this should get you talking. More tits, guys. Hey, tit. Oh. Man, that must suck to work in this place and be a eunuch. Oh, the party's already over? Never mind. False alarm.
Got a minute?
Done investigating.
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
You were thrown onto days, and today was day 6 of... Whew, wow, dude. Yeah, you are tired. How many days off are you going to get after that? That's the real question.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
Only 2? Damn.
Another one. Hansel, Gretel,
At least you're putting in overtime, I suppose.
for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
How many hours a day?
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting.
Please don't be another long cutscene. This guy talks a lot.
Some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil
8 hours.
and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood.
It's like a 50-hour week, isn't it? 60 hours, probably.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb was inside the pipe.
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Well,
drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Appen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as
I believe I did this joke earlier in the stream, but I'm going to do it again. Because, you know, we're doing Law and Order.
You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Okay, that's got to be it. We've done a lot of talking today, somehow. Game save. Oof, okay, yeah. Boom. That's gonna be the end of tonight's stream. Because I've taken about as much talking as I can do for one night. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Days Gone. We'll be getting started on that. Tomorrow's gonna be a 6-hour stream at the very least. So I'll be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm hoping you guys will be able to catch at least part of it. I can handle talking, but woof, there's a lot of it happening tonight. We didn't really do much but that, except for a few very short fights. But tomorrow we're fighting zombies, or zombie-like things. I'm not really sure what they are in that game. They look like it though. So, you guys have been great tonight, and as you always are. I hope I got a laugh out of some of you. Hopefully you were... there was one guy who was looking forward to be entertained because he had a rough night. If you're still here with me, did I help you out? Did I improve your mood? Hopefully so. So, thank you to my mods as well. Sixa, hope you're not overworking yourself, man. That sounds like you're in a rough period, but Godspeed. One of the strongest dudes I know. Also, thank you for those who donated bits or subscribed or resubscribed. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Back here at 6 p.m. And we'll be playing Days Gone. Hopefully it's pretty good. Usually we have a good time with the AAA Sony games. So, I'm expecting a really good stream. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your night or morning, and I'll see you then. Later everyone.